Oh, I'm excited for this one. You can't see me, but my arms are in the air. It's not out of excitement, I'm actually just adjusting my sleeves. Hey guys, welcome to another Awakening Showcase, and today we're going to be checking out Lime's Awakening Showcase. Or, sorry, Holly for the Brazilian players. One of the Awakenings I actually was really looking forward to, because before the Awakening update, I think Lime was like one of the underdogs of the game. I highly believe she was one of the best characters in the game before, but there was a lot of things with her dragging her down that made her almost unplayable. But now with the Awakening update, I was really excited to play with her, and as you can see right here, I have her Awakening skill unlocked, as well as her 4th skill, which we're going to be doing both of them in this video. Here's my Lime stats. She's sitting at a comfortable 403k. She used to be one of my worst characters I had as well, alongside Zero for a long time, but after the Awakening update, I was able to get her into like the top 13 characters, and the only reason why I was able to is because I was able to get these 2 earrings thanks to the pre-registration event, and when I gave it to her, then like her stats just flew up. We're gonna be playing with the first job because I like to ban people with my Justice Hammer, and for this video we're gonna be doing mostly the same as we normally do for these Awakening missions. So we're gonna start up with Explosion of Conats, which I've already done it once. Then we're gonna do Infinity Cloister. I will do stage 1 because I don't have stage 2 unlocked, but if anything, we do stage 1 too fast, which will probably happen. We will jump to stage 2, and then we're gonna jump in on Void Evasion, which I'm not sure how well she's gonna perform. I am betting on 2F, but every time I said that, I was never able to get 2F, so we're gonna say 1F this time around. We'll see how it goes. So before we start, I'd like to say if you enjoyed this video and like to see more Grand Chase in the future, you're more than welcome to leave a like, comment, subscribe, because we do Grand Chase content here on a weekly basis. We're going to be stepping out a little bit of Grand Chase once we're done with the showcases, but we still are going to be doing Grand Chase every once a week, so if you would like to see that, you're more than welcome to subscribe. Although I would highly appreciate it if you check out the other videos. Trust me, they're going to be gold. Hopefully. Without further ado, let's just get into Conat's Collapse. For Lime, a lot of the stuff here changed for the character that it's a little bit too much. So we're going to try to talk about them one at a time. The first thing that she got, which I think is a big one, is a new combo. Now if you press X, as you can see right here, I do have a new combo that I can unlock, as well as a double jump. She also got a critical attack, and I'm pretty sure the double is the same. Yeah, it's the same. Air attack as well is also different, which whether I think is good or not, I don't know, but I think this one is slightly better. She also has a new dash attack, which is pretty handy, and if you keep pressing Z, yeah, you're able to now spin around, which if you notice in my MP, you see that the spin no longer consumes mana. She also has this for the Mari players, which I personally don't enjoy too much, if I can say. I mean, this one kind of breaks the flow a little bit, and even afterwards when we get to Infinity Cloister, I will actually turn this off because I don't like this. You can't even double jump after the end of it. You kind of just hover and then you're able to double jump, which sucks. And I think that's pretty much it. I probably am forgetting something here and there, but I think the most of the stuff at this point is just command input. So we're going to get to it. The first input that she got is X forward, which is basically do a crush. X up gives her this spin. Doing X down gives her taunt, which as far as I know, it can hit enemies in the area. Yep, it does hit enemies. You literally stress them so much they start to take damage. And then for C, it's the usual auras that she can get for herself. Pressing left gives her the defensive aura. Pressing right gives you the support aura, which I'm pretty sure that's the name of it, which basically just enhances MP recovery. As far as I know, you can probably give something else, but I don't know. And then up is the aggressive aura, which basically just increases overall attack. Pressing down gives you Berserk, which now Berserks work a little differently as well. Berserk now also applies with whatever aura you have activated. So as you can see right here, I am in Berserker state, but the aggressive aura was active the entire time. It just sucks that you can use skills, but I think that's the point of Berserker. And one thing here that I can actually show is something that they also enhance on auras. So the first thing that they added for auras is that now aggressive and defensive auras recover MP when you have them activated. And I think that's pretty much it. I think I kind of covered everything, and if I didn't cover anything, I basically just cover the basics. So without further ado, we're just gonna jump right in here and we'll get into action. I suppose one thing here that I can also mention now, as you will notice, is that when I get in here, yeah, thank God this level is great for that, but as you can see right there, my aura is still active even if I got to the next level. So let's just jump right in here because I'm already 4 minutes trying to explain everything that she got. I did mention that she did got a lot, so yeah, there was a lot to talk about there. So now we're just gonna jump straight into the action, and I'm just gonna do this. Do more hammer. Also, now that I remember, the hammer also got a buff. That's big skill right there, and I think the only update that it got was like you're able to now hit enemies in the air with it. And I think that's pretty much it. Not that much of a big update, I would say, but it is, I suppose, a bug fix if anything. So yeah, Azeroth, last time I've been here with my Rin things did not go as well as I wanted to. So let's see if this time around things will be different. Big hammer. Okay. Punição. Fuck, I was too slow. That's fine. Let's see if this can actually break. Nope. That was not as effective as I thought it would. Okay, how can I deal with you? Well, he's gonna... Oh, he didn't back away. He knew I was gonna wait for it, but he didn't. Okay. Whoop. Oh, thank you for helping me get out of the way. Carga brutal. Okay, I'm just gonna do this for defensive reasons. Tornado. Okay, this is a bad... Ooh! I just realized how funny it is that the one danger attack I could just easily clear out, I didn't even need to go through the danger attacks. Chaotic Witch, I introduce you my hammer. I guess Dakota is weak against my holy... Anyway, that joke went out of the drain really quick. That's the problem when that's how it feels when you can't speak. Anyway, fourth skill, go! Ooh. Yeah, her fourth skill has a pretty interesting thing where it stays on the field and it does constant damage. Which is, by far, I think the most unique fourth skill that we got. Which I think is pretty nice. So we're just gonna do Awakening skill here before she fucking murders me. Jesus Christ, that was one hit! Oh, and she heals me. I didn't even know she can do that. Alright, so first considerations. The Awakening skill, I was kind of not paying attention to the animation because I was a little flabbergasted by the damage. But I do like the fact it heals you, and that's pretty nice. I do wonder if it heals other players, which if it does, it's awesome. I will have to look that again when we're playing with Duo Junior to analyze that a little better, but... Duo Junior. Did I actually just say Duo Junior? The fourth skill, I really also enjoy the uniqueness of it. It's crazy how only some characters get unique fourth skills, but I'll take it. I really like the fact that it also stays in the ground as a little like ground area damage. It is pretty cool. I don't know if it does something else supportive wise, but as I saw there, it is pretty cool, and I really personally love it so far. I can't wait to actually try a little bit more, because I haven't actually got the chance to test this stuff out on my own. So, let's just jump in on Infinity Cloister. I'm not sure if stage 1 is going to be a little too fast, but in case it is, we are going to jump in on stage 2 and see how she goes from there. But for now, we're just going to jump in on stage 1, and we'll see what catastrophic stuff she can do with it. I'm just going to say, she'll probably just destroy this area with ease, because Lime is just an absolute beast now. Like, I'm not surprised if she just kills everything here. Okay, thank God that guy survived. Though I don't know if I should actually feel sad about that. I kind of wish she did. Maybe she will be able to take out these 4 guys right here. Every time I've been here in the showcase, it always went badly, so... Yeah, it's just not possible to kill these guys. The second one's the charm, though. This one's probably going to be a little bit annoying, but considering how my Lime is set up, I sure hope it will not be a problem. Just give it up, boys. I'm too strong for you all. I'm not the Lime you guys knew before. How do you guys survive that? I love doing that. Lightning of God, just strike them on down. Alright, who would win? The Devil King or one Holly woman? Or should I say Lime? Anyway, for skill, I missed the direction. Of course I did. Oh, look at him. He's a guy who play fair, aren't you, Duel? I love how he did walk to it like, oh, I got you, fam. We're doing a showcase today, huh? He already knows me. That's good to know. Anyway. Okay. Punição. Martelo Demolidor. Okay, I'm actually just gonna look at the Awakening skill here a little better. Ah, it's a cute animation. I say this as I like I beat the living shit out of Duel. I know I keep making these analogy with like fighting games, but this one actually gave me like Orochi vibe with it for some reason. You know the one that's like a big AoE that is not like the same pose or anything, but it gave me like that vibe for some reason. And I don't know why, it's just weird for me. Maybe I'm just a fighting game player, and that's why it gives me these sort of vibes. The ending was a little weird. It maybe could have been like an impact in there, but I still think it's cool. Though unfortunately, it was a little too fast, so we're just gonna do stage 2 this time around and see if Baby Lime gets a little bit into trouble here. Because not gonna lie, she actually did like floor 1 a little too easy. If you one-shot everybody in here. Okay, she only one-shot one person. That's character development right here. Okay, this is actually sucks. I actually don't like fighting these guys. It can be a little bit annoying. Except when you do 999 damage. Thank you, old Lime. I almost said Holly. This video is actually going to be a little bit difficult because my instinct is to say Holly, but I am actually forced to say Lime here, so it's kind of a little bit of a tricky situation that I have here for my hands. Okay, here comes the dog. This is a bad spot. Stop biting me! Jesus, that did a lot of damage. Okay, so both of them are alive. This is not a good spot, actually. Again, this is not a good spot. Specifically how the other dog is coming, so this is not gonna be any better. Why do I keep calling him a dog? Is it because he keeps biting me? A weird analogy, but we'll take it, I guess. Ah! Oh, Jesus Christ, 2 lasers. Nah, I refuse to die to you. If I must do my awakening skill, then so be it. Big hammer. It cost me an awakening skill, but I'd rather lose to AI than lose to unstable creation. That's where I'm at with this game. Tornado. Oh, hey. See, I'm actually not saying like Eye of Pain. I'm actually calling her name because that's her name. It's AI. Hammer. Ah, okay. She's mixing me like it's a Grand Chase tournament or something. Oh my god, actually, I got the counter. Okay, I got the counter. No, that's fine. Even though I did it first. Don't worry about it, game. My HP! Why do I not have potions? I come on! Yeah. No! Get out of my way. I forgot to actually turn that off. I need to turn off the dash thing. I don't like it. There you go. What? Where are you going? I guess Mori needed her for something. I don't know. Ah, God, these are the little things that makes me love this game. Anyway, here we go. Duel Part 2. Properly calling him by his right name and not Duel Jr. How? You're not gonna do that again. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Spin. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but we'll take it, I guess. Somebody can hurt me. Ooh. Nemesis. Yeah, I'm just gonna do hammer. It's fine. Okay, alright. This is what I'm gonna do here. Is to say, okay, alright, and this, and hammer. The best commentary in the entire Grand Chase community. Let's just do... I think my force skill can pull it off. Yeah. But now that I think about it, it was not that smart to do that first, because now I'm actually losing potential for that. So, awakening skill. 2 awakening skills. Impossible. Jesus, that does so much damage. Why does this skill do so much damage? I'm not complaining. Die. You gotta be kidding me. He actually lived? He's gonna die here. There we go. It was a little bit too intense. I think it's because just how my Lime is set up. My Lime is a little more set up to hit like things multiple times, and the dog is just all over the place, so sometimes even I can properly catch him. I still don't know why I call him dog. His name's literally Unstable Creation, but I guess because of the fact that he bites me, I call him a dog. It's weird analogies with me. That's how it is to play with me sometimes. But yeah, anyway, it was really fun to mess around with Lime here. I still couldn't tell if the floor area of her force skill did something. I couldn't properly see that, but I'm gonna assume it doesn't. It just do like some small damage over time. Alright, and to finish it up, we're gonna just jump in on Void Invasion with Lime. I'm not sure what her performance in here could be. It could be 2F, it could be 1F. We're just gonna jump in and see what she can do. I am hoping for 2F, not gonna lie, but judging my Lime, I will say 1F is already good enough, but we'll try to go for that sweet 2F, even though I don't think it will be possible. Actually, hold on, before I do that, I will turn this thing off because I don't really like this apply jump. I think it kind of breaks the character a little bit for me. Now, thankfully, this should be a little bit more smoother for me because now I'm playing with a more stable Lime, if I can even call it that. Give me the aura! There you go. Oh, you think you can hit me with that? You're delusional, Mr. Void Man. Whoa, what the fuck? I went a little too fast there. I didn't even know what happened. Do that now. That was 13 health bars. Log. Do it again. That might have been a little more than 12 health bars there, not gonna lie. Jump? Okay. I jumped. In the animation I did anyway. Where are you going? Don't forget your hammer. Okay. There's another one. How many of these hammers can I do in this entire run? We'll figure it out. Do the balls in the air. What? Oh, you know what? Just do. We'll do this and awakening skill. Oh, now he does the balls. That's fine. Yup. Let it rip. Oh, how crazy. The X-Up is actually like a hyper armor. I just need to remind myself that you can still get counter. Bonk. Editor, make sure to add like a bonk sound every time I hit that. Just because it's funny to me and I need it. And I think somebody else needs that too. Let me see if I can actually keep him in this corner. You know, maximize that little area that they created. Stop it! No, I didn't mean to heal it. I wanted to do Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt like 10 HP bars. Jesus. Alright, 2 minutes and 30. It might not be possible actually, but we'll see how far we can go. Jump? Okay. You tell me to jump, I'll jump. That's how this game works. Ugh. This is bad. I wanted the hammer, but I'll do with thunders. It's not gonna be possible. We're already like a minute in. It sucks how time flies, man. Like at one point I saw 3, and now we're at like 1. It's so weird. As long as you turn around, thank you. I'll do this. Live, I would appreciate it if you get out of the corner. Okay, do one more. He's gonna walk on me. I knew he would walk. I know I'll walk when I see one, and a power walk at it too. Okay, getting these back hits is good. Oh, nice damage, Lime. Appreciate it. Do that again. This fucking game, man. There we go. That's the damage I like to see. Yeah. Okay, do anything. That'll do. Oh, we're so close too. Ah, it's not gonna be time. Yeah, it's close. It's definitely close. It could very much be possible if I just play my cards a little better. Yeah, it's a little too close there for comfort. 222 bars. That actually was like really not that bad. Not gonna lie, that was also like pretty fun as well. Like, granted, all I did was spam, but that's how we do normally nowadays anyway. But I still think it was pretty fun to do it with Lime. Maybe if I also was a little more strong, maybe at 500k I could probably get 2F done, which I think is the norm anyway, so I'm not that surprised that I couldn't do it, but the fact that we were a little close, that is actually pretty surprising, so I'm actually really surprised, not gonna lie. Alright, I'll take note, I think I'll leave the showcase there because we've already done everything that we needed to do. When it comes to her awakening skill, animation-wise, I do love it. Mechanically wise, I also think it's pretty nice, the fact she can heal you. It fits the character and what she does. It kind of makes me now want Amy's awakening as well to heal the player, or at least give it like some sort of random buff, because that's sort of the stuff that Amy can do, and I think it would suit her very well. And as for the first skill, I also appreciate the fact that this one is also pretty unique, at least in comparison to what we saw in Rin's awakening, which is basically just a one hit. This one was a little bit of a one hit as well, but it also brought like an arena of some sorts that like deal continuous damage over time, very similar to one of the Kane's third skills. That's the best comparison I can do right now. But is it better than the old one? I think this is like a kind of a debatable situation. I mean, sure, if you're going to talk about damage input and everything, yes, the new one is better. Oh, it says actually right here, it does give attack plus 50% while inside the zone. I think that's what it is. But the thing with the old one is not like something that can like do damage or anything like this. The old fourth skill of Lime is mostly focused on support. For those who don't know, essentially Lime gives you a buff that lasts for 100 seconds, and if you die during these 100 seconds, you resurrect with 20% of your max HP. The old fourth skill is extremely useful in areas like Tower Disappearance, or maybe even 4F if people don't want to revive or can't. It's always a fourth skill that will always come in clutch and is highly appreciated. And I still think that every Lime used this in Tower of Disappearance, which is understandable considering the situation of Tower of Disappearance. You can't revive there at all. At least you have that one green item. So yeah, I think the old one is still very good for support reasons. It's not very good for like do damage, as I mentioned before. So I suppose it depends on what your Lime want to be. If you want her to be more focused on damage input, I think going for the new fourth skill is the right call. However, if you want to go a little bit with more support than the old fourth skill, it's still something that is very reliable and still something that can even save runs. And as for Lime herself, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually really enjoying playing with Lime. She's a character that I already kinda did enjoy playing with her, but her speed was something that really bothers me a lot before. And I'm not just talking about like her basic attacks being extremely slow. I'm actually talking about in general Lime speed. I think it was like really bad. It never felt too flexible to play with the character either. But with the Awakening update, I don't feel that much that way, and now actually do enjoy playing with her because she feels a lot more fluent, she feels a lot more flexible, and she generally feels like a good character. I would even say she actually feels like a new character because of it. And granted, I think it's because of this new command expansion that she got, which when I was reading this on the breakdown, I was actually a little confused because I couldn't tell what it was, but it was essentially this, right? She got like a lot of this stuff, and this is like the main thing that settled as her new character stats. And it's also, I think, this that I forgot, which, as I mentioned, I knew I was going to forget something. Apparently when you press X4, she will block an attack. I don't know how effective that is, but it is something. Now, the one problem I have with this command expansion is 100% the leap. I don't feel like it fits Lime that much to make it like something for me to use. It's specifically how I think that kind of breaks her mobility for me, so I personally don't enjoy it all that much. Maybe somebody else will, or maybe someone else will find like a good reason to use it, which I think is fine, but I don't personally like it too much. So yeah, I'm probably not going to be using Leap for my Lime specifically, but I'm sure somebody else will enjoy using it. Maybe the Mari mains, possibly, I don't know. I forgot to mention, but very much like Hazen, you now are able to get like everything from her skill tree, which before I don't think you could even do that, and that kind of limited a little bit of her, like, if not her offensive, it would kind of limit her support abilities, which it did kind of complicated with Lime. So the fact now you can get everything and be whatever you want is highly appreciated. I just kind of wish you can do this for the other MP characters, but we don't talk about that. So yeah, overall, I think Lime was another character that like benefited a lot from the Awakening update, and I think she needed that. If I can say for myself, I think I would put her in my like top 10 favorite characters to play with, and I really do hope that other people play with her now, because I always said that Lime was like one of the underdogs of this game. But the only reason why people never play with her was because she was slow, and that was kind of the only reason why. And I think that really hurted the character a lot. So now that like she's a lot more faster, I really want to see people play with her more. Hopefully her Awakening update calls the attention of some players here, because I would say that she's like a pretty good character now. Not sure if like incredible for endgame or stuff like this, but she is a support, so I suppose she does have a lot of value, at least as a support. So yeah, overall, I'm actually really happy with Lime, and I'll probably try to make her like one of my mains as well, just because I just have a lot of fun playing with this character. There's a lot of characters here after the Awakening update I want to make my main, so we'll see how it goes from there. So yeah, on that note, I think I'll leave the video here. Like I mentioned before, if you guys like this sort of video and like to see more Grand Chase in the future, you're more than welcome to leave a like, comment, subscribe, because we do Grand Chase content on a weekly basis. And if you're a Lime main and like to give your thoughts about the character, you're more than welcome to leave in the comments below. Would you guys think that this Awakening did her justice? Or maybe they forgot something that could make her a little better? I couldn't think of anything, but if you know, then feel free to put in the comments. I would like to read what you guys think about these characters. Or don't. I mean, I will cry tonight, but I do understand. And yeah, on that note, I think I'll leave the video here. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a good day today. Stay awesome, stay safe, have a great farm section today, and remember to play with Lime if you haven't already. She's a fun character. Have you not seen the video? Go do that now. She's an amazing character. I was not paid by Lime to say that. Anyway, we see y'all next time. Peace.